Chapter 261, Meganzi awakens. It came quickly and left just as fast. In its prime, the Crystal Phoenix Great Demon Emperor would have tested this sudden, see God. What was it, and how was it tied to Jiali City? It didn't seem aimed at the Crystal Phoenix specifically but at their battle. Was it a warning or something else? Did the Endless Blue Sea have a master? The aura was overpowering, surpassing the Crystal Phoenix, yet that figure seemed merely a projection. The Peacock Great Demon King was equally puzzled. Extinguishing the flames on its golden crown, it wondered when the sea clans gained such a powerhouse. As the city closest to the East Sea, it had some interactions with sea creatures, but no such sea god existed in the Endless Blue Sea. Both titans were confused, but their heated battle cooled into reason, especially for the Crystal Phoenix. It had forsaken its beloved and endured countless hardships to become a great demon emperor. Continuing to fight, pitting itself against the Peacock clan's foundation, wasn't worth it. The Peacock Great Demon King's injuries were far worse, likely fatal, certainly barring it from ever reaching demon emperor level. With time, the Crystal Phoenix could stabilize its cultivation and deal with its foe later. The crystal light receded, the Crystal Phoenix reverting to human form, its handsome, almost feminine face icy. It stared at the Peacock Great Demon King, a mocking smile on its lips. This ends today, but I'll return. Your collusion with the sea clans will be reported to the ancestral court. Prepare to explain. The peacock said nothing, its silver light enveloping Jiali City fading. It transformed back to human form and vanished in a silver flash. Go, the Crystal Phoenix barked. In Jiali City, Pegasus carriages soared, carrying its entourage into the sky, joining the Crystal Phoenix as it fled. I'll be back, its voice echoed through Jiali City, lingering around the milk tea shop in Jiali Square. Only then did the city's inhabitants breathe shakily, the brush with death leaving them trembling. The city lord's mansion was silent. Neither the Peacock clan nor Jiali City's other races cheered. Every Peacock clan member was pale. The Peacock Great Demon King had drawn on their ancestral luck, affecting the entire clan. The Crystal Phoenix wasn't defeated, whether scared off or unwilling to risk mutual destruction, it left. But who could stop it next time? The ancestral luck burned, and none knew how gravely the Peacock Great Demon King was injured. Who could stop the Crystal Phoenix when it returned? The Spirit Deer Demon King took a deep breath. Today's events end here. We must assess the city's state, repair buildings, and tally damages. The Crystal Phoenix's reckless attack on Jiali City, disregarding ancestral court rules and threatening all lives, must be reported. The Demon Kings nodded. Though mere words, Jiali City was a main city, tied to the demon race's luck. Had it been destroyed, countless would have died, an act the ancestral court wouldn't tolerate. But with no such outcome and the perpetrator a great demon emperor, punishment would be light. Still, it might deter the Crystal Phoenix temporarily, giving Jiali City breathing room. Wang Han and Wang Yu, the Peacock Great Demon Kings, exchanged glances, vanishing in silver light to check on the Peacock Great Demon King, the clan's true backbone. At Jiali Square, Meganzi's milk tea shop was empty, as were all shops. The apocalyptic scene had terrified everyone away. Su Qin stared at the now clear sky, its clarity unable to dispel her inner gloom. He returned, saying he'd come back, for her. He'd achieved Great Demon Emperor status, and they fought, both wounded. Her emotions were conflicted. As a human, she should be glad, but her heart held no joy. She recalled that night, etched forever in her memory. He left, it came. In the Jiali Mountains, Meganzi awoke on a hammock. The hammock, tied between two trees, was made of split bamboo strips, spread open and lined with wide leaves, stable and comfortable, shielding her from ground moisture. A coat covered her, the fresh air mixed with the mountains, dampness lingering at her nose. She felt no discomfort, only refreshed. You're awake, a familiar voice said. Meganzi sat up, seeing the masked man. He'd lit a campfire. It was midnight, but the fire repelled insects and dampness, bringing warmth. Looking around, she saw no one else. Everything seemed normal. Where's the Dark Raven Demon King? She asked. Shira smiled. Gone. After you fainted, I tried escaping with you. It pursued relentlessly. Just as I couldn't hold out, the battle in Jiali City ended. How'd it go? Meganzi asked, tense. Shira said, mutual wounds. The Peacock Great Demon King's injuries are worse, damaging his foundation, not optimistic. The Crystal Phoenix is also hurt, needing long recovery. For now, Jiali City is stable. Meganzi exhaled, her eyes flickering as she looked at Shira. Thank you for saving me again. Shira smiled. Just luck. How were you there to save me? How did you know the Dark Raven Demon King took me? She asked suddenly, a question long lingering. Shira said, you'll know someday, but I can't tell you now. Meganzi frowned, jumping off the hammock. You're so secretive. I don't like you hiding like this. Shira said, it's to protect myself. And you, he didn't add. Meganzi fell silent, staring at the campfire, lost in thought. After a moment, she said gravely, I need to go back. With the Crystal Phoenix gone, they'll come for me. All right, I'll escort you, Shira said, not stopping her. He extinguished the campfire. He accompanied her to near Jiali Academy, then stopped. Go, the academy should be safe, Shira said softly. Meganzi glanced at him, her eyes complex, before flashing toward the academy. Chapter 262. For her, everything is worth it. Watching her departing figure, Shira's lips curved slightly, his body swaying, eyes dimming noticeably. Was it worth it? Of course, it was. For her, everything was worth it. He trudged toward the back mountains. This day was the most perilous since arriving in this world, the first time he used his divine consciousness. Though it nearly drained him, leaving his carefully nurtured divine consciousness a flickering candle in the wind, he had no regrets. Removing his mask, Shiro reverted to Tang San. Only upon returning to his room at Salvation Academy did he fully relax. His body collapsed, energies in disarray. Taking a deep breath, he barely circulated mysterious heaven technique to regulate himself. After the tension eased, overwhelming fatigue threatened to pull him into unconsciousness, but he knew he couldn't sleep. If he did, his divine consciousness might extinguish. He forced himself to stay awake, silently circulating mysterious heaven technique, connecting his soul core and mental core to nurture himself. Facing a god-level demon king, no amount of tactics could bridge the tear gap. When the Dark Raven Demon King took Meganzi, he resolved to use his divine consciousness to save her, unable to predict the dangers she faced. Though he later deduced some context, rescuing her was undoubtedly the best choice. Meganzi's strength and wit led her to escape immediately. The Dark Raven couldn't catch up with his divine consciousness, and Blue Silver Emperor Tang San easily masked their auras. He thought he wouldn't need his divine consciousness again, planning to watch the Titans clash. But he couldn't. The battle between the Crystal Phoenix and Peacock Great Demon Kings threatened Jiali City. The Peacock was her father. Even if all demon fathers deserved death, he was hers. And her mother was at Jiali Square. If Jiali City fell to the Crystal Phoenix, everything Tang San faced would change or be destroyed, unacceptable before reaching god level. Moreover, Meganzi's ultimate goal was to replace the Peacock Great Demon King, controlling the Peacock clan to secure a haven for humans. Thus, Jiali City's status couldn't change, the Crystal Phoenix couldn't win. The Dark Raven's second arrival was Tang San's doing. He He deliberately lifted the aura shield, luring it using a trace of divine consciousness. He could briefly wield his past life's aura, but lacked the energy to sustain it. The Dark Raven, away from Jiali City, was the perfect source. With the Dark Raven's mental and blood energy, he maintained the sea god's pressure in Jiali City. His divine consciousness could suppress a god-level demon king, and in Jiali City, it deterred the battling titans from mutual destruction. But this drained his divine consciousness, exhausting his stamina. Without his resolve to protect Meigongzi, he'd have collapsed. Recovering would take a year or two of nurturing. Yet, absorbing the Dark Raven's god-level bloodline strengthened his body, advancing his mysterious heaven technique significantly within the 7th tier, despite most energy fueling the sea god's pressure. The outcome was good. He also gained the Dark Raven's storage pouch, filled with treasures, though he hadn't time to inspect it that night. Jiali City was restless. A great demon emperor's battle, unseen by common folk for ages, targeted Jiali City and the Peacock clan, guardians for centuries. This would cause an uproar, impacting the entire celestial empire. Crucially, the Crystal Phoenix didn't win. On the surface, it was a mutual wounding, with the Peacock Great Demon King, Jiali City's lord, blocking a great demon emperor. This forced the city's nobles to reassess the Peacock clan's strength. The ancestral court would react. Had the Crystal Phoenix won, it could have used the Ice Dragon Great Demon King's disappearance to pin crimes on the Peacock clan, seizing Jiali City. But it didn't win and was heavily wounded. In the demon world, strength trumped reason. Without strength, there was no leverage. By burning ancestral luck, the Peacock wounded the Crystal Phoenix, and the mysterious Seaborn Titan's shadow would make the ancestral court view Jiali City differently. This event's impact began at the battle's end, with far-reaching effects for a long time. At dawn, as the sun rose, calm seemed restored. Only Jiali City's damaged buildings bore the battle's echoes. At Salvation Academy, Dubai stood on his roof, gazing east, cultivating his heavenly fox eye. His 5th-tier heavenly fox eye opened another world, deepening his sense of this top-tier demon god transformation's changes, transforming his aura with newfound confidence and ethereal charm. Silent, he resembled a refined, elegant young noble. A figure appeared beside him, Tang San. Nearby, on other roofs, Ji Yu Li, Chang Zicheng, and Wu Bingji gathered. Their team was fully practicing Purple Demon Eye, with significant mental strength gains, greatly aiding their cultivation. Chapter 263, Salvation Academy sealed. Dubai glanced at Tang San, whispering, "Little Tang, you look pale. Something happened. Scared by last night's battle. I went to find you, but you weren't in your room. Where were you?" Tang San shook his head. "Nothing. I was at Jiali Academy." Dubai's eyes gleamed with longing. "So powerful, unbelievably powerful. That's the realm I want to reach with my demon god transformation." Tang San glanced at him. "Don't dream too big. Reach 7th tier first." Dubai grinned excitedly. "You don't know how strong I am now after testing. I can influence a small area's luck, boosting my own and even cursing others with bad luck. Hey, perfect for pranks, a divine skill." Tang San resisted the urge to facepalm. If the Heavenly Fox Great Demon King knew you used Heavenly Fox Eye for pranks, he'd probably slap you dead. Definitely would. He understood the 5th tier Heavenly Fox Eye better than Dubai, having tested it earlier and used it to kill the Flash Leopard King. After practicing Purple Demon Eye, they went to breakfast, where a teacher announced a mandatory meeting for all students. After eating, Tang San and his team gathered in the courtyard, where Mayor and de facto Salvation Academy Dean Zhang Haoshuan, Siru, Guan Longzhong, Mu Enqing, and Yu Yunyu stood in a line, faces grave. Zhang Haoshuan's gaze swept over the students, lingering on Tang San's pale face, his brows furrowing briefly before returning to normal. Once all students assembled, he spoke gravely. "You all saw yesterday's battle above Jiali City. We judge it as a clash between the Ancestral Court's new demon emperor and the Peacock clan, ending in mutual wounding, likely worse for the Peacock Great Demon King. This destabilizes Jiali City's politics. For the next 3 months, no one may enter Jiali City to avoid trouble. All outdoor combat training is cancelled. We'll clarify the situation soon." He paused, continuing solemnly, "Salvation exists for humanity's rise. You saw that battle, the pinnacle of this world. The Crystal Phoenix Great Demon Emperor, a new and relatively weak demon emperor, is still far beyond us. We're on a long, arduous path. Recall your past, our people, and these mighty foes. What reason have we to slack?" The students were silent. The battle's devastating spectacle left them shaken and fearful. 2 demon powerhouses nearly destroyed Jiali City. Compared to such power, what were they? Tang San's team felt it keenly. Despite recent progress, Wu Bingji, Ji Yu Li, Chang Zicheng, and Dubai advancing rapidly, their pride was crushed by the battle's scale. Zhang Haoshuan's gaze swept the students again, calming. "That's all classes soon. Tang San, come with me." "Yes," Tang San replied, following Zhang Haoshuan's swift steps. The students relaxed, exchanging heavy glances. Not just the students, but the teachers felt the same weight. Salvation Academy had thrived, with students like Dubai's Heavenly Fox transformation and Ji Yu Li's time transformation showing great promise. Yet, yesterday's battle chilled them. Could they ever bridge such a gap? Such beings weren't rare among demons and spirits. Tang San followed Zhang Haoshuan to his residence in the academy town. Closing the door, Zhang Haoshuan turned, eyes sharp. "Where were you during the battle? I looked for you, but you weren't there. Don't say Jiali Academy. I checked with Elder Mao. You weren't there." Tang San smiled wryly. "I was there initially. Then Elder Sister Mei was taken by an ancestral court demon king. Worried, I followed. The battle's pressure pinned me between Jiali City and the academy until it ended, and I returned." Zhang Haoshuan, unsuspicious, snapped, "You think you can just follow? That was a demon king. Were you planning to fight? What about Meigongzi? Was she really taken?" Tang San said, "I saw from afar. She ambushed the demon king and escaped, likely with help. The demon king didn't catch her." Zhang Haoshuan exhaled, nodding as if realizing something. "Good. That battle came suddenly. Be cautious, the ancestral court might act again." Softening, he added, "Stay in the academy and train. Avoid Jiali Academy. I'll check on Meigongzi and update you." "Thank you, teacher." Tang San nodded meekly. Zhang Haoshuan sighed. "Honestly, not just the kids, but even I felt lost watching that battle. The gap seems endless." Tang San said, "As long as hope's flame burns, there's a future. Humanity's strength lies in creating miracles. Every effort pushes us forward." Zhang Haoshuan stared, surprised a child could say such words. Tang San scratched his head. "Why are you looking at me?" Zhang Haoshuan rolled his eyes. "Sometimes, being with you feels like talking to a peer." Tang San mentally rolled his eyes. "Acting young isn't easy. I'm probably thousands of years older than you. What's your take on yesterday?" Zhang Haoshuan asked. Tang San said, "Resource struggle." Zhang Haoshuan nodded. "From what we know, the Crystal Phoenix and Peacock clans are old enemies, feuding over the title of King of Birds for years, never settled. Rumor says the Peacock clan's lack of a demon emperor is tied to them. Who'd have thought this generation's Crystal Phoenix would produce one and come for the Peacock so soon?" Chapter 264, The Peacock Great Demon King and Su Qin. However, based on our judgment, both sides were heavily wounded. The Peacock clan withstood the first wave, so things should be stable for a while. But this conflicts with our plans. If the Crystal Phoenix Great Demon Emperor returns and the Peacock clan can't resist, our years of planning. Zhang Haoshuan sighed. Tang San said, it's beyond our control. It depends on how long the Peacock Great Demon King can hold on and the extent of its injuries. Zhang Haoshuan nodded silently. We can only take it step by step. Frankly, compared to the organization's plans, I'm more optimistic about your future. If you reach God level, you'll truly bring hope to humanity. You're the first I believe could become a great demon king, even more likely than Mei Gongzi. Tang San smiled. I think if it's about becoming a great demon king, elder sister Mei will surpass me first. Oh, you're that confident in her? Zhang Haoshuan asked, surprised. Tang San said, yes, she's highly talented and will surely have great luck. Zhang Haoshuan said, you should limit contact with her, including as your other identity. Tang San agreed perfunctorily. How could he possibly reduce contact with Mei Gongzi? In the city lord's mansion, in a dim meditation chamber, the Peacock Great Demon King sat cross-legged, face pale, aura unstable, even declining. Nearly half his peacock blue hair had turned lifeless white. Exhaling deeply, he opened his eyes. His dim gaze held a mocking glint, as it had when facing the Crystal Phoenix Great Demon Emperor. You didn't win, did you? You'll always be the loser. Nothing will change, he murmured, standing and walking to a wall, pressing his right hand against it. The wall opened silently, revealing a passage. The Peacock Great Demon King, steps unsteady, entered. On the Pegasus carriage, the Crystal Phoenix Great Demon Emperor, Lin Eximo, opened his eyes, coughing up blood that scattered as crystal sparks. His inability to control such an injury, at his cultivation level, showed its severity. The Peacock Great Demon King's final star shift, fueled by burning ancestral luck, dealt the heaviest blow, nearly shaking his foundation. Frowning, Lin Eximo's eyes narrowed, filled with contemplation. The Peacock's desperate ancestral luck burning was expected. With the clan's foundation, Lin Eximo hadn't planned to wipe them out this time but to kill the Peacock Great Demon King, eliminating his old rival. Without a direct Demon Emperor bloodline, the remaining Peacock Great Demon Kings posed little threat. In time, he could seize Jiali City and her, but the Peacock's strength exceeded expectations. Though not a Demon Emperor, it was at the peak of Great Demon Kings, and with ancestral luck, it inflicted worse injuries than anticipated. Most crucially, what was that sea god from the endless blue sea? Its Demon Emperor level pressure, though not its true body, was shocking. The ancestral court had probed the endless blue sea, with multiple Demon Emperors fighting countless sea clans but no Demon Emperor level beings. The sea wasn't suited for demons or spirits, especially spirits who disliked it. Thus, demons had no plans to exploit the sea's vast resources. The sea god's appearance upended the ancestral court's understanding. A Demon Emperor level sea clan, possibly tied to Jiali City, required reporting. It could be his next chance to pressure Jiali City. Wang Qing, wait, I'll return. Lin Eximo knew his injuries were severe, but the Peacock Great Demon King Wang Qing's were worse. Burning the Peacock Golden Crown meant no chance at Demon Emperor status, consuming lifespan and likely dropping cultivation. Unable to live past 100, Wang Qing's fate was sealed. This thought improved Lin Eximo's mood. He now planned how to maneuver at the ancestral court for greater gains. At Jiali Square, dawn had passed, when Mei Gongzi's milk tea shop usually opened. Today, it remained closed, the serving window shut. Su Qin silently faced the man before her, expression complex. He came to you, didn't he? The pale Peacock Great Demon King asked, leaning against the bed. Su Qin nodded quietly. Do you still hate him? He sighed, asking again. What do you think? Su Qin looked at him, eyes colder. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked, the Peacock Great Demon King said apologetically. Su Qin shook her head. He's still so arrogant, always believing he's right, always self-centered. I misplaced my trust back then. The Peacock Great Demon King sighed. How I wish you'd chosen me back then, even with ulterior motives. Su Qin said, your clan sees you as a brilliant demon king, but you're the silliest demon I've ever met. He laughed. You're right, I'm the silliest. As a child, my father called me rebellious. Whatever he wanted, I did the opposite. Despite my talent, I refused to train, wasting it. The more he scolded or beat me, the worse I got. Why should he control my life just because he sired me? I was so rebellious I can't bear to recall it, doing many foolish things. Then I met you, and I realized I was wrong. You're right, Lin Eximo is selfish, like most demons. I was too, thinking I was always right. But seeing you, I first understood beauty, true beauty. When I pursued you, Lin Eximo beat me soundly. Untrained, relying only on bloodline growth, I was no match. That's when I realized my father was right, strength is everything. So, I trained hard. No one knows I became my father's successor, the Peacock Great Demon King, for you. Without Lin Eximo, if you'd chosen me, I might still be a wastrel. Chapter 265, I might be dying. Su Qin shook her head. You wouldn't have. Whether with him or you, my purpose would always be for humanity. For humanity, I'd need you stronger, with higher status, to better aid us. I'd only be with you if you grew stronger, or I'd push you too. The Peacock Great Demon King smiled bitterly. Why are you always so blunt? Su Qin replied, it's the truth. He sighed. Yes, and that's what I love about you. You never hide anything from us, yet knowing your purpose, we still fell for you. Su Qin said calmly, that's because, subconsciously, you believe humans can't rise even with your help. The Peacock Great Demon King said, that's inevitable. Humans are too weak compared to us even with our bloodline, human influence limits them. Hybrids can never be top tier, but I understand your fight for your people's survival. Helping you is fine, I admire human beauty and have no prejudice against them. Lin Eximo's similar, with his indifferent attitude, which is why you chose him. His voice softened as he stood, approaching Su Qin, gently touching her ageless face. I know our pain is nothing compared to yours. You came with a purpose, but you loved him wholeheartedly, torn between your race and a demon cruel to humans. You've endured the most. Can you stop? Su Qin said coldly. He sighed. Let me speak. I might not have another chance. I might be dying. Su Qin's body jolted, her head snapping up to meet his gaze. He laughed. Haha, I'm so happy to see your reaction. I finally know your heart is with me. I'm thrilled, not because I beat Lin Eximo, but because we're truly connected. You're lying. Su Qin's lips trembled, her eyes shimmering. He shook his head. No, just as you've always been honest with me, I'd never lie to you. I burned the golden crown, my ancestral luck. My core is shattered, my life fading. You, Su Qin's body shook. He smiled. It's fine. It's the Peacock clan's fate, never living past 100. But having your love makes it worthwhile. Death isn't scary, not knowing why you die as I fear dying by Lin Eximo's hand, that's not my fate. I'm as defiant as ever, like in my youth. But I'd die for you willingly. Luckily, that inexplicable sea god, which shouldn't exist, gave me a chance. By the way, was that sea god you're doing? A salvation illusion. Lin Eximo might not know, with his shallower roots, but I'm certain there's no sea god. The endless blue sea dwarfs the demon spirit continent. The ancestral court, through 3 heavenly fox great demon emperors, divinations, deemed our continent the core of Falon's luck, only birthing demon emperors. Sea clans peek at great demon kings, knowing they can't challenge us, so where did this sea god come from? Su Qin looked at him. You're dying. His torrent of words paused. He gazed at her, leaned down, kissed her forehead, and said, yes, my life's draining from burning my core. Su Qin lowered her head. Don't die. He pulled her into his arms. I said, death isn't scary. You're defying me too, she murmured. No, I'd never defy you. But as clan leader, I've learned much. I must fulfill your greatest wish. If I can't, how can you love me fully? I won't be like Lin Eximo, foolishly hurting you after winning your love. I want you never to love another, to leave the deepest mark in your heart. Don't worry, I won't die yet, not until I help you achieve your dream. Tang San still went to Jiali Academy, worried about Mei Gongzi. Though the Crystal Phoenix took the Ancestral Court's forces, hidden threats might remain. He arrived but didn't see her. Unable to ask around, he waited silently. Days passed without her, as if she'd vanished, stirring unease in Tang San. Despite boosting his luck daily, he couldn't find her. His cultivation and body had mostly recovered, but his divine consciousness was weakened, needing at least a year of nurturing without further use. Using it so intensely before God level drained him greatly. While waiting, he studied the Dark Raven Demon King Dai Yangning's bloodline. Sucked dry to fuel his divine consciousness, Dai Yangning left a bloodline imprint in Tang San. Though not God level due to the heavy consumption, it was 9th tier, with God level origins, retaining unique traits. Known as blood-sucking ravens, their innate abilities were mystification and blood absorption. Their mist caused blood sacrifices, a domineering talent that enhanced vitality through others' blood. Newborn blood-sucking ravens were 1st tier but grew fast through blood absorption. Among the weaker Raven clan, they were the top bloodline, akin to royalty, with Dai Yangning a standout. At 7th tier, Tang San had a slot for another bloodline imprint but disliked this one. His mysterious heaven technique already absorbed bloodline power, overlapping with blood absorption. The mystification, strong against physical attacks, wasn't appealing with his powerful peacock transformation spatial abilities. Chapter 266, Farewell. This didn't stop Tang San from studying the bloodline. It was his first god-level bloodline, highly useful for analyzing demon race traits. On the 5th day after the battle, Tang San finally saw Mei Gongzi at Jiali Academy. She looked thinner, her eyes weary. When he spotted her while sweeping, she walked straight toward him. Come with me. Approaching, she spoke directly, heading to a nearby grove. Seeing her, Tang San's world brightened, his mood lifting, even his dim divine consciousness stirring. He followed her into the grove. Elder sister Mei, he called with a grin. Turning, she said, I'm leaving. Those 4 words froze his smile, a surge of loss overwhelming him. Where are you going? He blurted, nearly adding, I'll go with you. She shook her head. I'm not leaving Jiali City, but I'll be in seclusion with my father. I don't know how long, likely a while. I came to say goodbye. Hearing she'd stay in Jiali City, Tang San relaxed, piecing things together. How's your father? That battle, he's badly hurt. Don't ask too much, it's better you know less. Train hard, okay, I'll check when I return. As she spoke, she recalled the intense loss in his expression moments ago. Tang San nodded, guessing some details. For her, this wasn't bad, but reason couldn't quell his emotional reluctance. I'm going. Train well. If you fail my check, HMPH. She glared, then hurried out of the grove. Tang San's lips twitched. Their first time in a grove together. Well, the Jiali Mountains didn't count. That was Shira, not him. He chased after her. Who knew when he'd see her next? Even her retreating figure was precious. Sensing his gaze, she paused outside the academy, turned, and waved vigorously. He waved back. His lips moved silently, saying something. She seemed to catch it, pausing, then turned and continued onward. I'll miss you, Tang San repeated silently in his heart. Leaving the academy, Mei Gongzi breathed the fresh air, but a heavy oppression lingered. Because of him. Why did his emotions always affect her? She took an empty milk teacup from her storage space, holding it, standing at the academy gate, waiting. Today, the wait was unusually long. As dusk approached, a familiar voice sounded behind her. Sorry, I'm late. Shira, in black with a mask, appeared silently in a corner. Turning, she felt relief seeing him. Since their parting, she'd felt uneasy. Facing a god-level Dark Raven Demon King, nearly captured, she was saved by Shira. Did he have the strength to face a god-level foe? She was sure he wasn't god-level, yet she was saved. Back home, doubts filled her, but answers eluded her. Her mother mentioned the bottle's end. The sea god's pressure stopped the Crystal Phoenix from mutual destruction with the Peacock Great Demon King. Where did the sea god come from? A demon emperor level being. Hearing, sea god, stirred her, as if she knew it she'd speculated much, including whether Shira was linked to the sea god. He could have saved her in a few ways, hiding strength to rival a god-level foe, even suppressing the blood-absorbing Dark Raven, or having a god-level backer who intervened. Zhang Haoshuan assured her Shira wasn't an enemy, but who backed him? Her mother's inquiries got vague answers. Only one thing was certain, Shira, a human, was an ally. Shira watched her, his eyes carrying a familiar emotion, not his usual ease or confidence but something akin to Tang San's gaze. Shira, clearly an adult, wasn't Tang San. His look was, he gazed as if memorizing her every detail. He'd watched her since she stood outside, only appearing now to see her longer, unsure when he'd see her again. What's up? Shira asked softly. Mei Gongzi said, the hunt has paused. I'm leaving for a while, seclusion training. How long? He asked. She shook her head. I don't know, but likely a long time. He nodded silently. You're saying goodbye. Can't come out during seclusion. No, she said. He took a deep breath. Got it when you're out. Wait here with a milk teacup. Within 3 days, I'll find you. Relief washed over her. She realized she'd feared not seeing him after seclusion, perhaps because he saved her. That's what she told herself. Okay, she nodded earnestly. Shira fell silent, just watching her. She put away the cup. I'm going. A pang hit Shira. Can you give me that milk teacup? She paused, eyeing him warily, then shook her head. Sorry, I drank from it. His lips tightened. Didn't he know she hadn't? He'd watched her for hours. Her caution and suspicion stirred loss in him. He lingered, wanting to see her more. I'm going. See you after seclusion. Recalling something, she waved and hurried down the mountain. Chapter 267, Tang San Sunshine. Watching her leave, Shira's heart ached with reluctance. He consoled himself. She waited hours for him, showing her trust in Shira. Whether a month, 2, a year, or 2, he'd wait for her. That night, neither Shira nor Tang San cultivated. Lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, he recalled her past and present, her smiles and features. Sometimes a sweet smile crossed his face, other times, pain stole his breath. A sleepless night. Morning came, and Tang San, with dark circles under his eyes, climbed to the roof. You're late today. Dubai glanced at him. Wu Bingji and the others were already practicing Purple Demon Eye. Yeah, didn't rest well, Tang San said. What's up? You're usually all smiles, confident and sunny. Now you look heartbroken, haha. Kidding, you're a kid, what heartbreak? Dubai laughed. Tang San shot him a look, tempted to kick him off. You're the kid, your whole family's kids. Later, hit me with your full luck boost. I've been unlucky lately, Tang San said. Sure, Dubai agreed eagerly. To him, Tang San was his lucky star, propelling his Heavenly Fox Eye to its current level. His 5th-tier Heavenly Fox Eye was now truly effective, raising his team status. Teachers treated him like a treasure, requiring an escort into the city before the ban, all thanks to Tang San. If Tang San weren't often absent at night, Dubai would train with him daily for better results. After practice, bolstered by Dubai's luck, Tang San left Salvation Academy for Jiali Academy, resuming his sweeping duties. At 7th tier, with a grasp of this world's ways, Salvation Academy offered little learning. Jiali Academy's environment suited his cultivation and stabilization. More importantly, he'd go there, even after her departure, waiting daily for her return. Entering Jiali Academy, the air shifted, rich with vital energy. The morning air was fresh and moist. Breathing it, Tang San reported to Elder Mao's hut. You're here. Elder Mao's attitude had warmed since Tang San's early days. His diligence and care earned praise from the Academy's higher-ups, reflecting well on Elder Mao. Morning, Elder Mao, Tang San forced a smile. Morning to you too, Elder Mao nodded, smiling. Picking up his tools, Tang San said, I'll get to work. Wait, Elder Mao called. Got something for you, something. Tang San paused as Elder Mao grabbed an item from his desk and approached. When Tang San saw it, his gaze locked, eyes misting despite his 3 lifetimes. A girl asked me to give it to you. Human, real pretty, Elder Mao said, handing it over. In Tang San's hands was a cup, a warm milk tea from Meigongzi's shop. The cup Shira couldn't have yesterday was now in his hands. In that moment, his heart overflowed with happiness, the night's turmoil swept away. Tang San smiled, tears in his eyes, but everything seemed bathed in sunshine. Little Mei, Xiao Wu, thank you. He drank the milk tea, its warmth, her warmth, soothing his heart and cells carefully. He stored the cup, a treasure to keep until her return. Basking in sunlight, sweeping the ground, everything felt beautiful. His mental core grew clearer, his soul core more solid. His weakened divine consciousness seemed injected with vitality. Elder sister Mei, I'll wait for you. In the city lord's mansion, meditation chamber, the peacock great demon king sat pale on a chair, Meigongzi before him. Looking at his stunning daughter, his eyes held complex emotions. You look so much like your mother when she was young, he said. Meigongzi stayed silent, watching him. She felt for her father, he'd always been kind to her, despite the peacock clan's hostility. But her mother warned her to beware all demons, humanity's oppressors. She'd always been wary of him, seeing him rarely. His surprising choice to name her an heir caused an uproar, opposed by the clan, only settled by his insistence in an elders' meeting. In my heart, you're not as beautiful as your mother was. Maybe lovers always see their beloved as the most beautiful. You'll grow even more beautiful, he said, his usual authority softened. Looking at his pale face, she said, your health. He shook his head. I'm fine for now, not dying yet. I have things to arrange. Accompanying you in seclusion is top priority. You've sorted things with the academy. Yes, I'm on leave, she nodded. How long will we be in seclusion? He said, depends on how long I last, how fast you progress, and how much time the ancestral court gives us. I hope for 10 years, that'd be enough. 10 years. Her pupils shrank. She was 14, 10 years meant 24. Likely not that long. They won't give us that much time, and I'm not sure my body can hold out. Are you hurt that badly? She asked. Yes, he's a demon emperor, repelling him cost a price. He came too soon, I wasn't fully prepared. I was ready to die with him or knock him from demon emperor status. Thankfully, that inexplicable sea god bought us time, likely a good amount, letting me arrange things calmly. Chapter 268, you are my successor. Little Mei, I'm taking you into seclusion without telling any clansmen. From the moment we begin, you are the next peacock great demon king. When the peacock great demon king spoke, Meigongzi's pupils contracted sharply. This was her and her mother's ultimate goal, now suddenly within reach, so abruptly it felt unreal. He looked at her meaningfully. For the peacock clan and humanity, you must strive hard. Only you can truly lead our clan to hold Jiali City and make it prosper. Her breathing quickened. Is it really decided? But, he waved a hand. No buts. This was decided long ago. I've been pushing for it for years. Rest assured, with the extra time heaven's given me, I'll arrange everything. Meigongzi lowered her head, not demurring. She couldn't. At 14, she knew the weight on her shoulders. He said gravely, but I need you to swear. In your lifetime, you'll be the peacock great demon king. No matter what you do for humanity, you must not harm the peacock clan's interests. When you leave this world, by death or choice, the throne must return to the clan. She looked up, eyes resolute. You knew everything. His gaze was piercing. Or rather, your mother never hid anything from me when we got together. She told me her purpose. I agreed. From the first day, I knew she was the holy mother of your human salvation organization. I promised to make you my successor, and that's why she stayed with me. Meigongzi froze. Her mother never told her this. She'd thought her mother was Salvation's key infiltrator, sacrificing herself for the cause. His words upended her understanding. Seeing her shock, he smiled bitterly. Strange, right? A demon king so foolish. There's not just one, but at least two. You don't know how captivating your mother was. I couldn't resist her. So, I agreed, determined to win her love by staying with her. I know more than you think, my little blue-level salvation treasure daughter. She stared, truly seeing her father for the first time. He stood, patted her head. Don't overthink, silly girl. Do what you want. This oath is my greatest act for the clan, for its legacy. You'll understand why I chose this. Without it, our clan might face extinction. I'm not a good person, but I bear no ill toward you or your mother, only love. Make the oath, he said, voice stern again. She took a deep breath, calming her inner turmoil, and looked at him. Father, can I trust you? You can, he said. She nodded. I swear, if I inherit the peacock great demon king's throne, I'll never harm the peacock clan in my lifetime. When I step down, I'll pass the throne to a clan member. If I break this oath. Enough, he interrupted, stopping her final words. You're like your mother. Though young, I trust your promise. He patted her head again. Come, I'll take you somewhere. From today, I'll teach you the peacock clan's true secrets. When you emerge, you'll dance across the heavens. Silver light flared beneath them, enveloping the father and daughter. In a flash, they vanished. Night fell. Jiali Academy grew quiet, with only occasional insect and bird calls echoing. Tang San sat cross-legged in the academy shop's secret chamber, absorbing its spiritual energy for cultivation. With soul and mental cores, his cultivation speed soared, his body strengthened by life energy, far surpassing peers. He now looked like a 15 or 16-year-old. Had the crystal phoenix not retreated, he'd have looted the shop and fled with Meigongzi. Now, he could cultivate here, benefiting greatly from the chamber's treasures. Her milk teacup had restored his reason, filling him with gratitude and resolve. He'd wait for her. She'd promised to check his progress and meet Shira here, so she'd return after seclusion. Though he couldn't see her, knowing she was in Jiali City was enough. She hadn't gone far, she was near. Waiting wasn't idle. Secluding with the peacock great demon king, she'd grow stronger with her talent. Her father taking her into seclusion meant she was closer to inheriting the throne. The only threat was the crystal phoenix. The simplest solution was to grow strong enough to protect her. During her seclusion, Tang San's priority was to boost his strength. Regaining God level, fully awakening his divine consciousness, and mastering past life abilities would let him face any foe. Nurture his divine consciousness, enhance his cultivation, prepare for God level. With both cores, reaching 9th tier peak was unhindered. He needed his companions' bloodline levels to rise for his own advancement. The biggest challenge was breaking through to God level. As he deepened his understanding of this world, he pondered how to achieve this. Not of this plane, reaching God level with a strong divine consciousness required connecting with this world's heavens. This connection would face the plane's influence. The plane's lord instinctively maintained balance and repelled external threats. Falon Star, capable of birthing 12th tier beings, was as strong as a minor divine realm, just short of that step. Falon Star's future growth was tied to the planes. Rejecting outsiders was almost certain. Chapter 269, Cultivation. Tang San wasn't just an ordinary god but once a god king. So far, he hadn't found any god king level beings in this plane, nor could there be, as such a presence would have elevated it to a divine realm. Upon breaking through, his god king essence would awaken. Though starting at 10th tier, it would alarm the plane's lord. No plane lord allows foreign god kings, as their control could alter the plane's nature. To ascend to a divine realm, the plane needs its own god king to elevate it. Tang San currently evaded the plane lord's notice due to his weakness, insignificant to the plane. But exposing his god king essence would change that. The plane would spare no effort to erase him, preventing his ascension. At 7th tier, he had to prepare thoroughly for godhood. Achieving god level required immense energy, and he couldn't leave this planet beforehand. Thus, he needed opportunities within this plane. He had to prepare multiple trump cards to support his ascension. Without becoming a god king, how could he take Mei Gongzi beyond this world, back to the divine realm? He had no choice. Beyond her, he had other family, and reuniting them was his ultimate goal. Refocusing, Tang San resumed cultivation. Besides his 6 stable bloodline imprints, a large gray-black imprint hovered near his Dantian soul core, held by its pull to avoid collapse, the god-level imprint from the Dark Raven Demon King. This imprint was unique in Tang San's perception. Though no longer god-level, its god-level origin retained special traits. Examining it, Tang San found its core trait was conversion. Blood absorption weakened enemies while strengthening itself. Absorbed bloodlines, rarely matching the Dark Ravens, required converting diverse energies into its own while preserving strength. Tang San didn't value the imprint overall but was intrigued by its conversion mechanics. As a plain native law, even a minor one, it was permitted here. Studying it could refine his mysterious heaven technique and uncover more of this world's mysteries. He didn't plan to absorb the imprint but intended to explore its secrets and adapt them. With the Crystal Phoenix Great Demon Emperor's retreat, Jiali City, after repairs, seemed normal again, at least for common folk. High-level struggles, in less threatening survival, didn't concern them. The battle became street talk, with rumors of the Peacock Great Demon King nearing or achieving Demon Emperor status. The Peacock clan wasn't calm. After repelling the Crystal Phoenix, clans that didn't side with them were swiftly purged. Wind Wolf and Flash Leopard clans were expelled from Jiali City. The Red Fox clan, pledging loyalty, remained. The Diamond Bear clan left voluntarily. This weakened Jiali City's overall strength, but it became more united. The reshuffle allowed Peacock supporting clans to expand. On the 5th day post-battle, the Peacock Great Demon King appeared, outwardly unchanged, proving he was alive and well, stabilizing the situation and expelling dissenters. Jiali Academy saw little change, but the battle spurred students to train harder. In the Jiali Mountains, the Golden Tree's growth had accelerated recently. Since maturing, it absorbed vital energy rapidly, consuming the Spirit Gathering Array's energy instantly. Red Fox girls cultivating nearby felt clear benefits. The Golden Tree, after absorbing vital energy, released its own aura, life energy, to attract more, surpassing the array's effect. This life energy lingered, enhancing the Red Fox girls' cultivation. 7 had advanced their Red Fox transformation to 2nd tier, a life-level evolution sparking hope. Zhang Haoshuan visited periodically, bringing food and monitoring the tree. Now nearly 30 centimeters in diameter, its golden wood trunk grew sturdier, reaching 3 meters tall. Buds turned to tender leaves, better absorbing vital energy for its needs. Zhang Haoshuan felt the tree's dense life energy, considering bringing Salvation Academy students to cultivate here. Life energy, vital for all beings, didn't directly boost bloodline power but strengthened bodies, increasing capacity and stimulating bloodline evolution, especially for lower-tier bloodlines like the Red Fox girls. Within a month, they'd all reach 2nd tier. Tang San visited less than Zhang Haoshuan, busy with Mei Gongzi's hunts and recovering his divine consciousness. On the 15th day post-battle, he returned to the vibrant Golden Tree with Zhang Haoshuan. Master, the Red Fox girls greeted Tang San, bowing. After some time, their master seemed taller, his gaze deeper. Though Zhang Haoshuan was stronger, they felt an inexplicable reliance on Tang San, perhaps because he bought them or due to the Golden Tree's miracles, planted, array-etched, and transformed by him, as they'd witnessed. Chapter 270, Linked Arrays. Seeing Tang San again, the Red Fox girls felt an inexplicable joy but didn't dare approach, only bowing and stepping aside. Zhang Haoshuan smiled. The Golden Tree's growth speed surprises me, truly miraculous. Its life aura is getting stronger. Within a month, your girls should all reach 2nd tier. It's like turning decay into wonder. The organization tried boosting bloodlines with life energy before, but never with such results. How did you do it? Tang San said, using life energy to stimulate bloodline evolution is absolutely right. The key is purity. Purer life energy benefits bloodlines more, and that's the Golden Tree's strength. Now you don't think I wasted money buying those branches, do you? Zhang Haoshuan chuckled, holding a grudge. You're right, I hope it grows fast, but I worry its life energy might attract trouble. Tang San smiled. I'm here today to address that. The Golden Tree's in a virtuous cycle. We need to help it grow faster while masking its aura to avoid issues. Zhang Haoshuan's eyes lit up, an array. Tang San nodded. Confirmed. Zhang Haoshuan's eyes gleamed with anticipation. He'd studied Tang San's Spirit Gathering Array thoroughly, marveling at its intricate design, understanding of natural forces, and subtle variations, far beyond his known array knowledge. Another array from Tang San was thrilling. Tang San smiled. I'll need your help, teacher. Zhang Haoshuan said, no problem. What do I do? Tang San said, today, I'll set up 2 arrays. One's an illusion array to conceal this valley, with the Golden Tree as its core, perfect since it generates life energy. The other's a heaven-swallowing array, something I just devised. We'll need to test its effects. You created an array yourself. Are you a monster? Zhang Haoshuan's lips twitched. Tang San grinned. Can't help it, gifted, you know. Zhang Haoshuan sighed. Knowing doesn't help. I just can't believe it. Let's get started. Tang San said, first, the illusion array to dampen the heaven swallowing array's disturbance. What do I do? Zhang Haoshuan asked. Tang San said, you've mastered the spirit gathering array, right? Zhang Haoshuan nodded. Pretty much. Tang San said, good. I need you to help me set up 18 spirit gathering arrays in this valley. I'll choose the spots and set the cores. Also, you'll need to fund some materials. Without golden wood as the core, we'll need other items. Here's the list. He handed Zhang Haoshuan a prepared list. Zhang Haoshuan glanced at it, lips twitching. This'll cost dozens of elemental coins. Tang San laughed. Out with the old, in with the new. Once you master the spirit gathering array, you can sell array discs for a fortune. Array discs. Zhang Haoshuan looked puzzled. Tang San explained, engrave spirit gathering arrays on special metals for portability. Effects vary based on our adjustments, not as strong as earthbound ones but still effective. We could equip our academy dorms with them, matching Jiali Academy's cultivation benefits. Sell these, and they'll make money. I suggest not selling locally, let the organization handle distribution for safety and ease. We just produce. It'll be your signature skill, credited to you. Our funding will grow, letting us buy good stuff. Zhang Haoshuan's eyes shone. You'd share the spirit gathering array. The organization would owe you big. Tang San waved it off. It's just a basic array. I'll add a back door, making it uncopyable, our exclusive copyright. Tell the organization it's your product for steady income. You'll be Salvation's array master. We might sell other arrays later. Zhang Haoshuan's heart raced. He knew portable spirit gathering array discs would be lucrative. Demon and spirit nobles had similar arrays, but they were costly and fixed. Portability was a game changer, and such arrays were exclusive to top academies and nobles. Demon and spirit array masters held high status. The potential profits were immense. Tang San said, I have conditions. Name them, Zhang Haoshuan said. Tang San said, first, the array master title is yours. Don't tell anyone, especially the organization. I made it. I don't want trouble. No problem. I'll take the credit. Zhang Haoshuan agreed instantly. Tang San continued, second, don't skimp when I need funds. The array discs, profits, we keep at least half. I'll need lots of money for research and growth. Don't give it all to the organization. Fair. No you, no profit. I'll tell them production costs are high and use lesser known metals, Zhang Haoshuan said. Tang San's gaze shifted. His teacher was cunning, already guessing the materials wouldn't be costly, recalling the earth-etched spirit gathering array used minimal resources. Tang San added, third, within a year, we amass as much money as possible. Then, we go to the ancestral court to find treasures. The ancestral court. Zhang Haoshuan's heart jolted. Tang San nodded. Jiali City's auctions show there's plenty there, often unrecognized. We're not buying the priciest stuff, just picking up undervalued gems. I also want to see the ancestral court. Chapter 271, Plans for the Red Fox Girls. Zhang Haoshuan said, good, I'll help you save money and manage it. Tang San replied, just these three conditions for now. The first is critical, keep it secret, even under organization pressure. It's for the long term. Zhang Haoshuan nodded, fine, I'll go buy the materials, and we'll start setting up when I'm back. Tang San nodded, I'll pick the spots and wait for you. Zhang Haoshuan left quickly. Instead of choosing array locations, Tang San turned to the 18 Red Fox girls. Come here, he beckoned. The girls approached, their charm wafting like a breeze. Fox clan girls were known for their beauty and innate allure, a trait all foxes shared. Surrounding him, they smiled faintly, bowing. Master. Tang San's gaze remained clear. I heard some of you have reached second tier. Show me your bloodline talent. The eldest, Red One, said, Master, I'll do it. A faint red glow rose from her, her black hair turning dark red, a long fox tail curling behind, emitting a soft red halo. Her form gained a hazy quality. She swayed slightly, the haziness intensifying. Tang San's eyes narrowed, sensing with mental power. Refraction. Is this the second tier ability? Indeed, Red One's image was projected about a meter from her true position, creating the illusion. It wasn't strong but practical, misleading enemies, especially at range. Against Tang San's potent mental power, it was transparent. Yes, Master's amazing, you saw through it instantly, Red One nodded. Master's so impressive, how did you know? Master, you look even better than last time, different somehow. Master, you've grown taller. Master, that golden tree is magical. I'm close to evolving too. With Zhang Haoshuan gone and Tang San looking young, the girls grew lively. Quiet down, Tang San said, exuding subtle pressure, silencing them. I saw through Red One's illusion because my mental power is strong enough to lock onto your life signature, making your illusion ineffective. Red One blinked, confused. Master, what does that mean? Tang San said, I'll explain later. I'll be here often to set up arrays. Your Red Fox bloodline excels at illusions, growing stronger with cultivation, but it's limited in combat, better for self-preservation. I have ideas to enhance your strength, but that's later. Your foundations are weak, especially physically, so keep cultivating by the golden tree to absorb its life energy and solidify your base. As the tree's life aura grows, so will its benefits. After a year, your foundations should be solid, and I'll find ways to boost your overall abilities. You can also train mental power. Today, I'll teach you a method called Purple Demon Eye. Starting tomorrow, climb the nearby peak before dawn to cultivate facing the rising sun. Climbing builds your physique, aiding life energy absorption. Nurtured by the golden tree, the girls' health had improved, no longer as frail as when they arrived. It was time to enhance their abilities. Mental power tied to their illusion abilities, so Tang San decided to teach them Purple Demon Eye. They'd be key allies, and once their cultivation reached a level, he'd asked Zhang Haoshuan to consider admitting them to Salvation Academy for broader knowledge. Red One led, saying, thank you, Master. Tang San waved, learn seriously, ask me any questions, and no one falls behind. Those not at second tier, keep pushing. He taught them Purple Demon Eye, demonstrating its cultivation path. Zhang Haoshuan returned in half a day with the array materials. Tang San had outlined the 18 spirit gathering arrays positions. Zhang Haoshuan would execute them, gaining practical experience, while the Red Fox girls observed. These arrays formed the base for Tang San's Heaven Swallowing Array. He set up illusion arrays on the surrounding peaks, linked to the valley's Heaven Swallowing Array for energy, creating a cyclical system. This closed loop ensured the array's longevity. Arrays, magic lay in their synergy. A single array, even complex, had one effect. To harness nature's power or unleash great might, arrays had to interlock, complementing each other. Since buying the Red Fox girls, Tang San had planned their future. Humanity's weak status meant he needed allies to change things, unless he regained God King status, an uncertain prospect. He needed to build his own forces. The girls' weak foundations and bloodlines posed challenges. Learning this world's arrays were rudimentary, Tang San decided to train them in array mastery, leveraging his expertise. The spirit gathering array was a simple start. For the next week, Tang San visited daily to set arrays, guide the girls on Purple Demon Eye, and teach array basics. He was pleased, the girls were intelligent, grasping the basics. Time would refine them. Their Red Fox bloodline, though weak, gave them mental power talent for cultivation. With the 18 spirit gathering arrays set, Zhang Haoshuan mastered their construction through practice. He then learned illusion arrays with Tang San, who emphasized them to the girls. Their innate illusion skills, combined with arrays, could greatly enhance their abilities. Chapter 272, Array Activation. Meanwhile, Tang San began setting up a more complex array around the golden tree, the core of his newly devised heaven-swallowing array. Watching the intricate patterns and listening to Tang San's explanations during setup, even Zhang Haoshuan felt overwhelmed. Understanding such a complex array wasn't easy. Tang San focused on teaching them foundational array knowledge during the process. Arrays derive their wonder from energy. Their purpose was to channel external energy through specific pathways to produce varied effects. This was the essence of arrays. Human bodies couldn't replicate these intricate roots, but arrays, harnessing natural forces, could. Arrays were far more compatible with diverse energies than humans, unafraid of mixed energies, making their applications boundless. In Tang San's original world, before becoming a god, he hadn't studied arrays, as his world lacked such knowledge in its pre-industrial era. Only after godhood, in the divine realm, did he advance his understanding. Falon Star's abundant resources and dense vital energy made it ideal for arrays. It took half a month to complete all the arrays. The golden tree grew half a foot taller, its life aura growing richer. This half month of array setup doubled his teaching. Not only the Red Fox girls but Zhang Haoshuan benefited greatly, advancing his array knowledge significantly. Alright, today we activate the arrays. If the heaven-swallowing illusion array succeeds, our base is complete. Even demon kings would struggle to see through the illusion, only those with exceptionally strong divine consciousness might. Around the golden tree, the complex array's foundation used costly materials, mainly ores. Zhang Haoshuan had spent heavily, making multiple trips to meet Tang San's needs. Tang San looked at the golden tree, sensing its life aura, then at the array. The heaven-swallowing array drew partial inspiration from the Dark Raven Demon King Dai Yangning's devouring trait, combined with Tang San's array expertise. Small tests confirmed its viability. Now, he'd activate the entire array, linking the valleys and surrounding peaks, arrays into a cycle to prove its formation. The heaven-swallowing illusion array was far more complex than those at Jiali Academy. Teacher, activate the spirit-gathering arrays. Okay, the Red Fox girls lacked the ability to activate arrays. Zhang Haoshuan lit up the 18 spirit-gathering arrays he'd set in the valley. Infused with his bloodline power, they emitted faint white halos. Airflow intensified, vital energy rapidly converged, and a suction force formed, like a funnel, drawing in spiritual energy. The valley's air grew fresher, more invigorating. Zhang Haoshuan's eyes lit up a single array's effect pale compared to the golden trees, but 18 together were far stronger. Thinking of Tang San's spirit-gathering discs, his heart burned with excitement. While Zhang Haoshuan activated the arrays, Tang San flew to the peaks, igniting all 36 illusion arrays. Each lit array produced faint mist, growing denser. When all 36 were active, a misty ring encircled the valley's upper edge, creating an ethereal, wondrous sight. Returning to the valley, Tang San felt the spiritual energy thickening, almost intoxicating the weaker Red Fox girls. He smiled. Basic arrays were sound. Now, he'd link them via the heaven-swallowing array. Before the golden tree, his eyes gleamed, his weakened divine consciousness sparking. The array core, under his mysterious heaven technique, began glowing softly. The golden tree brightened, emitting richer golden light. Within a 30-meter radius around the tree, dense array patterns pulsed with faint golden light, exuding a mystical aura. It felt like a bud awaiting bloom, the array not yet fully triggered. Zhang Haoshuan watched tensely. Tang San had explained this was the critical moment. Linking so many arrays was tough, requiring perfect timing to activate the core and connect them instantly. This depended on precise energy fluctuations. A mistake could ruin everything, potentially damaging the base arrays or resulting in partial effects without full integration. Zhang Haoshuan knew he couldn't manage such precision. Tang San took on the final activation himself. The valley's upper mist thickened, and its spiritual energy grew denser. Tang San waited. After a full 15 minutes, as Zhang Haoshuan and the girls grew anxious, none dared disturb him. Suddenly, Tang San's eyes widened, golden light flashing. A golden beam shot skyward from the heaven-swallowing illusion array's core. The valley's spiritual energy surged, all 18 spirit-gathering arrays erupting with intense white light, like 18 white wells spraying upward. Mist, 10 times denser, burst around the valley's rim, dimming its light. Only the golden beam pierced the valley, casting a golden glow. A strange, buzz buzz buzz, sounded. To Zhang Haoshuan and the girls, the surroundings grew wondrous, as if they'd entered a surreal world, everything twisting, unreal. Spiritual energy, 10 times denser, washed over them. Zhang Haoshuan, protected by faint red mist, was fine, but the Red Fox girls, overwhelmed by the dense energy, collapsed like they were drunk. Chapter 273, Heaven-Swallowing Illusion-Linked Array. The sensation lasted only a moment. The next instant, the golden tree erupted with dazzling light, drawing massive spiritual energy into the 30-meter array around it. The dense mist above the valley seemed odd, forming a 100-meter circle aligned with the tree. Sunlight poured through the misty ring, illuminating the golden tree, casting everything in a fantastical glow. The lush valley transformed into a magical realm. Verdant plants remained, but at the center, the golden tree stood proudly by the lake, a golden beam connecting earth and sky, as if holding up the world. The valley glowed faintly gold. Vast spiritual energy surged into the array, easing the intensity that overwhelmed the Red Fox girls, while the golden tree's radiance grew brighter, exuding an intense life aura. The 18 spirit-gathering arrays' white light turned pale gold, their earlier energy-drawing effect seemingly gone. But closer inspection revealed they'd merged with the golden tree's golden glow, forming a cohesive whole. Tang San closed his eyes, silently sensing the golden tree's state. The golden beam visible in the valley was invisible outside, where the mountain range appeared shrouded in dense fog. The mist spread, covering a wider area. The illusion array hid not just the valley but the absorption of spiritual energy, crucial to avoid attracting powerful beings. Anything touching the thick fog vanished silently. Within the mist's range, spiritual energy was absorbed, funneled into the heaven-swallowing illusion array, and channeled through patterns to nourish the golden tree's growth. The longer the 36 illusion arrays ran, the wider the mist's coverage. The outer mist wasn't dense but retained its energy-absorbing effect. Tang San couldn't yet drain the entire Jiali Mountains' energy, but sustained operation could cover a 100-mile radius. With Falon Star's rich spiritual energy, this was ample for the golden tree's evolution. Watching the golden beam in the misty, gold-tinted valley, Zhang Haoshuan's heart swelled with awe. Even god-level beings couldn't achieve what Tang San had, he thought. The valley's spiritual energy was less intense than at activation, but its life aura kept rising, emanating from the golden tree as it absorbed vast energy for accelerated growth. Bathing in this life aura, even Zhang Haoshuan felt refreshed. As the tree grew, this energy would intensify. Gazing at Tang San's back, awe crept into Zhang Haoshuan's heart. From acquiring the golden wood to creating this world, could a child really do this? He dared not dwell on it, focusing only on Tang San's commitment to humanity, which he'd support fully. Tang San's openness showed trust. Perhaps he was humanity's destined savior. In this moment, Tang San surpassed all else in Zhang Haoshuan's esteem. After inspecting the array, Tang San exhaled, turned to Zhang Haoshuan, and nodded. It's done. Anyone entering the illusion array will be guided out another way, never passing our valley. I avoided kill arrays to prevent trouble. From above, this looks like misty mountains, normal here. Unless a strong being deliberately probes or attacks the array's area, the golden valley won't be found. Zhang Haoshuan exhaled. Astounding, truly astounding. I felt the arrays wonder during connection, so interlinked, complementary. It's a miracle. Tang San smiled. My strength's limited now. If it were enough, I could draw the whole mountain's energy. We'll get there. Turning to the Red Fox girls, he said, spend at least 2 hours daily studying arrays. Next time, I'll test you. Within a month, master the spirit gathering array. It's the foundation for all arrays, providing energy. Master arrays for defense and attack, combined with your abilities, will shape your future. Yes, thank you, master, the girls bowed. Initially, they acknowledged Tang San as their master because he bought them. After half a month, they genuinely admired him. He guided their cultivation, planned their future, and showed them arrays wonders. With him, a new world opened, and they saw hope. Tang San didn't teach them to leave yet, as they lacked self-defense. He crafted 2 array discs for passing the illusion array, giving one to Zhang Haoshuan, then returned to the academy town. Next, Tang San and Zhang Haoshuan began making spirit gathering array discs. Initially, Zhang Haoshuan assisted, but after a month, he could craft them independently. Tang San's routine stabilized. He stopped cultivating at Jiali Academy's shop, going to the Golden Valley instead. The golden tree's faster growth and rich life energy were ideal for absorption, nourishing his body. He had Zhang Haoshuan procure rare plant seeds, planted in the valley. With the golden tree's life aura, they grew rapidly. The Red Fox girls studied arrays with Tang San, who, besides cultivating, guided them. He and Zhang Haoshuan discussed whether to share the Golden Valley with the academy. Zhang Haoshuan vetoed it. The arrays were too miraculous, best kept secret. Most critically, Tang San's abilities shouldn't be exposed. He was salvation's true hope, a potential savior for humanity. His safety was paramount. Tang San understood Zhang Haoshuan's caution and complied. Chapter 274, 1 year. Zhang Haoshuan grew busy, primarily due to the spirit gathering discs. He submitted one to the Salvation Organization, receiving a swift response. As Tang San predicted, the organization approved. A portable mini-array for cultivation was wondrous, usable anywhere, with better effects in areas rich with spiritual energy. The discs' marketability was assured. The Salvation Organization, leveraging its network, became their seller. The discs promised vast wealth, a boon for the organization. Tang San didn't concern himself with this. His priority was cultivation. Life energy greatly aided the body and mind. Nourished by it, the sea of consciousness grew. Cultivating in the Golden Valley, Tang San's divine consciousness recovered faster than expected. Time passed day by day. While cultivating, Tang San longed for Mei Gongzi's return. Yet, she remained absent. When missing her, he'd hold the milk teacup she gave him, lost in thoughts of her. A year passed. In that year, his depleted divine consciousness fully recovered, even surpassing its prior state. His mysterious heaven technique reached the 7th tier peak, deliberately suppressed to focus on restoring his divine consciousness and nourishing his body. The Golden Valley now teemed with rare herbs and treasures. Under dense life energy, they grew 10 to 100 times faster. Mature fruits were taken by Zhang Haoshuan to Salvation Academy, sold cheaply to students, indirectly sharing the valley's benefits. Notably, Zhang Haoshuan's cultivation hit the 9th tier peak in both mental and bloodline power, one step from god level. On Tang San's advice, he continued accumulating strength for a higher success rate. Choosing where to break through was critical. Humans breaking to god level without powerful demon or spirit clan backing were forbidden, so he needed a covert breakthrough. A god level breakthrough caused significant disturbance, potentially attracting demon clan god level beings and disaster. Zhang Haoshuan hadn't decided on a location. The year's greatest gain wasn't cultivation but the wealth from spirit gathering discs. Once on the market, they fetched sky-high prices. Useless to god level demon kings, they were invaluable to most demons and spirits. Among nobles, they became a craze. To maintain prices, Zhang Haoshuan limited sales. With his crafting skill, he could have made hundreds yearly. Even so, they amassed significant wealth. The Salvation Organization profited immensely, earning Zhang Haoshuan repeated accolades. Tang San meditated under the golden tree, his mysterious heaven energy flowing like a river. At 12, his body resembled a 17 or 18-year-old's, growing handsomer, nearing 70% of his past life's appearance. Influenced by his divine consciousness, he knew reaching god level would restore his former look. Mei Gongzi, though reincarnated without past memories, showed similar changes. During their time together, Tang San noticed her growing resemblance to Xiao Wu. A year later, she still hadn't returned. Jiali City was calm, with no news of ancestral court actions against it. The battle between the Crystal Phoenix Great Demon Emperor and Peacock Great Demon King seemed ignored by the ancestral court, though Tang San didn't know what covert struggles occurred. The golden tree, nourished by the heaven-swallowing illusion array, reached 10 meters, lush with dense life energy. The Red Fox girls benefited most. Now more beautiful at 16 or 17, they bloomed under life energy's nourishment. With such energy, the top 6, led by Red 1, reached 4th tier Red Fox transformation, the rest at 3rd tier. Their array studies delighted Tang San. With little else to do, they discussed arrays daily. To keep up, they worked hard, fostering healthy competition. All could now craft spirit gathering arrays, surpassing even the busy Zhang Haoshuan in array insight. Tang San had them simplify other arrays for discs and golden wood. He estimated that in 6 months, they could help craft arrays for hidden weapons. The 18 Red Fox girls were truly his people. They'd eventually leave the valley, so Tang San spared no effort in teaching them. Beyond Purple Demon Eye, he taught Ghost Shadow Perplexing Step for better self-defense. In the mist, a red figure slipped in silently, a glowing array disc in hand fading. Zhang Haoshuan had returned. Greetings, Mayor. The Red Fox girls rose, bowing respectfully. They'd wanted to call him Master Ancestor, as Tang San's disciples, but Zhang Haoshuan refused, feeling unworthy. He'd learned more from Tang San than he taught. So, they called him Mayor. Tang San awoke from meditation, standing. Teacher, you're here. Yes, Zhang Haoshuan nodded. Seeing they had matters to discuss, Red One led the girls away. Zhang Haoshuan extended his hand, a flash revealing blue patterns on its back. Tang San paused, then smiled. Congratulations, teacher, on reaching blue level salvation. Indeed, Zhang Haoshuan's salvation emblem was blue, just below purple, the highest tier. Zhang Haoshuan gave a wry smile. Congratulate what? It's all thanks to the discs. Also, the organization wants me to visit headquarters, and they're considering transferring me there. What? Tang San was stunned, then understood. The discs' profits were immense, keeping Zhang Haoshuan at headquarters ensured safety and control. Zhang Haoshuan said, I'll go to headquarters, but I refuse the transfer. Chapter 275, Tang San's suggestion. Hearing Zhang Haoshuan's words, Tang San felt a warmth in his heart. He knew Zhang Haoshuan's refusal to transfer was for his sake. At headquarters, Zhang Haoshuan could become a true high-ranking member. While spirit gathering arrays weren't unique in this world, engraving them on small metal discs was beyond this world's array knowledge, a breakthrough with immense significance for human progress, not to mention the wealth it brought. Zhang Haoshuan's skill was vital to the salvation organization. Blue level salvation was already high-ranking, with only a few at purple level. Staying's better. At headquarters, getting your share of the profits would be tough. You can tell them you're staying to develop this region and help Mei Gongzi rise, Tang San said with a smile. Zhang Haoshuan glanced at him. You know Mei Gongzi's in seclusion with the Peacock Great Demon King. She told me before she left. Just don't know how long it'll take, Tang San said helplessly. Zhang Haoshuan said, it won't be short. Our intel suggests the Peacock Great Demon King is teaching her the Peacock clan's secret techniques, intending to pass the clan leader position to her. At her current cultivation, she can't inherit it, she'd need God level to suppress pureblood clansmen. From 7th tier to God level, how long do you think? Even with his guidance, I'd say 8 to 10 years. 8 to 10 years. Tang San's lips twitched, his heart sinking. He shook his head. Not that long. The Peacock Great Demon King was badly injured in that battle, hard to say if he'll last that long. Plus, the Crystal Phoenix Great Demon Emperor likely won't wait. Zhang Haoshuan said, we'll take it step by step. My worry is, even if Mei Gongzi takes over, she can't counter the Crystal Phoenix or Ancestral Court's pressure. A Demon Emperor outranks a Demon King, and she won't match the Peacock Great Demon King's strength. If the Peacock clan is suppressed or wiped out, our efforts would be for nothing. Tang San said, don't be so pessimistic. We'll do our best to help her. Teacher, do we have enough money for an Ancestral Court auction? Zhang Haoshuan replied, should be enough, but your identity's an issue. Mine was resolved years ago through ties with Jiali Academy, but you're still a vassal. Only nobles can join high-level Ancestral Court events, including auctions. You need to elevate your status. Tang San's eyes lit up. I remember you said winning consecutive matches in Jiali City's arena could grant noble status. Zhang Haoshuan nodded. Yes, but it's dangerous, brutal, even. Few survive multiple fights. Tang San said, I should be fine. It's our only path now, right? Zhang Haoshuan considered. With your skills, you might succeed. But you can't reveal the multiple bloodline abilities from Mysterious Heaven technique. Are you sure? Tang San said, after this year's training, I've accumulated enough. Don't worry, I'm confident. Zhang Haoshuan said, I trust your steadiness, unmatched for your age. Go for it, I need to prepare too. This headquarters visit, I'll see if I can secure help. Tang San asked, you can't suppress your cultivation anymore. Ready to break through. Zhang Haoshuan smiled and nodded. Thanks to the Golden Tree's life energy. You know human demon god transformations can't match pure demon bloodlines. Breaking through to god level is tough, only those with pure bloodlines succeed. I thought I'd be stuck at 9th tier forever, but learning arrays from you and the Golden Tree's nourishment fixed my flaws, giving me this chance. Half a year ago, I hit the threshold, but for your advice, I kept accumulating. The tree's growing life energy boosted my vitality, and now I can barely hold back. His face lit up with joy. Godhood was a transformative leap for any being in this world. Even the strongest clans didn't birth gods innately, it required cultivation. Achieving godhood was tough, needing effort and luck. Success brought a qualitative strength surge, enhanced bloodline power, and extended lifespan, 300 to 500 years, depending on bloodline, longer for spirits. Who wouldn't want to live longer and grow stronger? Even humans, upon reaching god level, could gain high status by aligning with demons or spirits, entering the noble class. For the Salvation Organization, a god-level human could contribute immensely, with strategic importance. Teacher, I have a suggestion, Tang San said suddenly. What? Zhang Haoshuan asked, curious. Tang San said, break through before going to headquarters. Don't seek the organization's help. Zhang Haoshuan frowned. Why? How do I find a place? You know a god-level breakthrough's impact. Without protection, I could be discovered. Demons and spirits don't want humans reaching god level. Tang San said, listen to my reasoning. Before, seeking the organization's protection made sense, they'd want more god-level humans. But now, the spirit-gathering discs, profits are huge, and the organization wants to control them. Full control maximizes their benefit for human progress. If you seek help, what if they ask for the disc-making method? Would you give it? Zhang Haoshuan was startled. No way. Salvation's always fair. Tang San didn't argue. It's possible, isn't it? Zhang Haoshuan fell silent, then nodded, conceding. Tang San continued, since it's possible, we avoid it to prevent awkwardness. It's critical, and you can find a breakthrough spot. I've been searching for you and found a good place. Zhang Haoshuan asked, surprised, where? Tang San smiled, pointing northeast. The sea. Chapter 276, Ascending to Godhood in the Endless Blue Sea. The sea. Zhang Haoshuan's surprise deepened. How's that possible? The Endless Blue Sea teems with marine life, including powerful ones. If I break through at sea and the phenomenon attracts sea clan attention, what then? Tang San said, the Endless Blue Sea has many sea clans, but the strongest live in the deep sea. We won't go that far, just far enough from shore. The chance of meeting powerful marine life is low. I'll guard you throughout. If you break through at sea, even if a phenomenon occurs, there's no worry. Only Jiali City has god-level beings, and it's a fair distance to the coast. If they notice, they'll likely think a sea creature ascended. Would they rush to investigate? Maybe before, but after that sea god's deterrence, with Jiali City's current state, they won't. They'll just believe in the sea god more. Zhang Haoshuan looked at Tang San skeptically. You talk like that sea god's tied to you. Aren't you afraid a real sea god might swallow us both? Tang San smiled. You're half right. That sea god does have a bit to do with me. What? Zhang Haoshuan stepped back, shocked. Tang San quickly waved. Don't misunderstand. By a bit, I mean it's an illusion, no real power. Arrays, remember, you mean the sea god was conjured by your array. Zhang Haoshuan's face was incredulous. But that pressure was Demon Emperor level. Tang San shrugged. That's the wonder of arrays. Linked arrays can briefly produce such pressure. I used nature's forces and water elements. If you don't believe me, I can set it up again. No, don't. You'd scare Jiali City to death, Zhang Haoshuan said, unwilling to let Tang San try. Without seeing the heaven-swallowing illusion erase marvels and the golden tree's benefits, he wouldn't have believed it. But now, he could not believe. Looking at Tang San, he asked, is there anything you can't do? Tang San chuckled, plenty. His words stirred memories of past regrets, failing to protect his loved ones. Taking a deep breath to steady himself, he said, consider my suggestion. Prepare recently. I'll head to the Grand Colosseum to secure noble status. Once you're ready, we'll go to the endless blue sea. Alright, let me think, Zhang Haoshuan said, not committing. He still held hope for headquarters. Headquarters had more experience aiding human god-level breakthroughs. If Tang San's concerns didn't materialize, breaking through there would be safer. Tang San instructed the Red Fox girls on cultivation, then returned to Salvation Academy with Zhang Haoshuan. This year, not only he but his companions progressed. With the Golden Valley's herbs, all academy students advanced. Dubai's Heavenly Fox transformation stayed at 5th tier, but his mental power rivaled 9th tier experts. His breakthrough to 6th tier was a matter of time, 7th tier was his real bottleneck. Wu Bingji progressed faster, reaching 8th tier, transitioning from student to assistant teacher. With Tang San keeping a low profile, Wu Bingji was seen as the top student. Cheng Zicheng's Golden Punk transformation neared 7th tier peak, second only to Wu Bingji. Guli's time transformation, harder to cultivate, lingered at 6th tier but neared its peak. At 7th tier, it would transform, something Tang San anticipated. Tang San's ancestral court trip had multiple goals, scouting the demon and spirit clans, and picking up leaks. His main aim wasn't for himself, his cultivation plan, aided by the Golden Tree, was solid up to 9th tier peak. He wanted to accelerate his companions' growth, especially Heavenly Fox and time transformations, as their progress fueled his own. Other students, limited by weaker bloodlines, progressed slower but many reached 6th tier. Salvation Academy doubled in size since Tang San's arrival, recruiting more students. New students barely knew Tang San, as he rarely appeared, spending more time as Sweeping Tang at Jiali Academy. Back at Salvation Academy, Tang San didn't linger, heading straight to the Grand Colosseum. To gain noble status, he needed to understand the rules. Zhang Haoshuan had said demons needed 10 consecutive wins, but human vassals required 100. 100 wins, besides the challenge, took too long. Continuous fights weren't feasible, scheduling would delay him. He wanted a shortcut to achieve his goal faster. He checked on his companions. Guli was in seclusion, striving for 7th tier. The academy's ban lifted 6 months ago. Cheng Zicheng was out shopping in the city. Wu Bingji and Dubai were free, so Tang San invited them to the Grand Colosseum. Little Tang, you're always so mysterious, hard to catch you. I bet you're staying at Jiali Academy, not coming back at night. Wu Bingji asked as they left. Dubai looked at Tang San resentfully. Exactly, you don't train with me without you, when will I hit 6th tier? Tang San shot him a look. 6th tier needs your own effort. I can't conjure bloodline power for you. Big brother, I've been at Jiali Academy more, its spiritual energy's denser, better for cultivation. Ignoring Dubai, Wu Bingji asked, what's your plan at the Grand Colosseum? Tang San said, I want to fight there to earn noble status. Then, I'll go with teacher mayor to the Ancestral Court for opportunities. The Ancestral Court, Wu Bingji and Dubai exclaimed, eyes lighting up the Ancestral Court, supreme in the demon spirit continent, house the strongest demons and spirits in the continent's core spiritual vein, a holy land for both clans. Chapter 277, Brutal Team Battles. For human vassals, entering the Ancestral Court was no easy feat, let alone seeking opportunities. Tang San nodded, I plan to check it out. Take me. Dubai grabbed Tang San's arm, leaning toward his shoulder. Tang San pushed his head away. Get off. What would you do there? Wu Bingji coughed. If possible, could you ask the mayor to take me too? Big brother, you too. Tang San looked at Wu Bingji, surprised. Dubai huffed. Who wouldn't want to see the Ancestral Court? It's a place we all dream of. Stories say it's full of powerful beings and countless treasures. Legend has it, any demon or spirit entering the Ancestral Court can enhance their bloodline. Tang San said, legends are just that, legends. Plus, the Heavenly Fox Great Demon Emperor is likely there. Aren't you afraid of being spotted? Dubai shrugged. I'm a nobody. They wouldn't notice me, don't worry, take me. Tang San sighed. It's not my call. As human vassals, getting into the Ancestral Court is tough. Then we'll fight with you at the Grand Colosseum. Dubai said excitedly. Scram. Tang San and Wu Bingji said in unison. Dubai's Heavenly Fox transformation couldn't be exposed. Fighting in the Colosseum would instantly bring trouble if his bloodline was revealed. Wu Bingji, intrigued, said, I could try, though. Tang San regretted bringing them. He hadn't expected the Ancestral Court's alert to be so strong. Let's check the Colosseum's rules first. Even I'm not guaranteed to succeed, Tang San said, calming them. Jiali City had regained its bustle, traces of last year's battle were gone. Passing Mei Gongzi's milk tea shop, Tang San saw it open, with her mother still selling tea. Wait here, Tang San told Wu Bingji and Dubai, hurrying to the shop. The line was short, and soon it was his turn. He said to Su Qin, Auntie, 3 milk teas, please. Su Qin paused, recognizing him. All right, I've seen you a few times. Tang San smiled. It's me, Auntie. I'm Tang San, elder sister Mei's friend. Su Qin nodded. That's you. You've grown a lot. She was quietly surprised. In her memory, Tang San was a child, but now he was a radiant youth, tall, handsome, with an intriguing aura that caught the eye. Tang San said, must be puberty. Auntie, elder sister Mei hasn't been to school in a year. When's she back? Su Qin shook her head. I don't know. She's off studying abroad. Oh, here's the money, Auntie. Tang San tried to pay, but Su Qin stopped him. Just a few teas, no need for money. Take them. She handed him the packed teas. Tang San hesitated, then accepted. Thank you. He was disappointed, still without news of Mei Gongzi. Rejoining Wu Bingji and Dubai, they headed to the Grand Colosseum. Watching them leave, Su Qin's eyes flickered. That kid's growing fast. He's the mayor's disciple, younger than little Mei, but developing quickly. Tang San shared the teas. Both had tried Mei Gongzi's tea before. Sipping the familiar milky, tea-scented drink, Dubai sighed, so good. Wish I could come to the city often for a daily cup. Tang San drank quietly, the flavor evoking Mei Gongzi's image. I miss her so much. Come back soon. They reached the Grand Colosseum, its imposing structure like a crouching beast, exuding a lingering killing aura from countless deaths. At the registration area, a separate building nearby, they found a crowd, mostly demons, with few humans. The 3 humans drew no attention. Tang San had Wu Bingji and Dubai wait while he queued, eavesdropping on demon conversations and their exchanges with Colosseum staff. He soon understood why so many demons fought. Money. The Colosseum profited from tickets, requiring exciting battles. It welcomed slaves, vassals, demons, and beasts, anyone who could fight, as long as there was a draw. Demons watched matches, betting on beast fights for entertainment. Nobles especially sought the thrill. Where did fighters come from? Captured beasts, slaves, but mostly volunteers. Demons were naturally combative, strength defined status. Money was the bigger draw. Colosseum rules were simple: defeat opponents, earn cash. More consecutive wins meant more money. Challenging high-win fighters paid more but carried greater risk. Many confident demons treated the Colosseum as a cash machine. Strong fighters earned easily, but facing tough opponents was common. Few won enough consecutive victories for noble status. High win streaks guaranteed strong foes, a Colosseum unwritten rule. Tang San learned the Colosseum offered not just one-on-one challenges but team battles. Team battles were far crueler. In one-on-one, conceding could end the fight, offering a chance to survive if staff intervened in time. Team battles ended only when one side was entirely dead, making them bloodier and more popular with audiences. Due to this, fewer demons joined team battles, so they were less frequent than one-on-one. There were also spectacle battles, arranged by the Colosseum, featuring strong demon slaves or vassals for gory thrills. Most slaves didn't survive, especially true slaves. Surviving 3 such battles could turn a slave into a vassal, freeing them from slavery. Slaves fought desperately, but they often faced powerful beasts. Chapter 278, A Scolding Storm. Undoubtedly, this was a brutal place, but also one brimming with opportunity, luring more participants to offer their blood, even their lives. Through eavesdropping, Tang San learned team battles had one advantage: if a team won 10 consecutive matches, all surviving members, regardless of race, could become nobles. This was far easier than a vassal winning 100 solo matches. Team battles required at least 3 and no more than 10 members. The number registering determined the opponent's team size. Tang San didn't register, stepping out of the line. His withdrawal drew jeers: coward, weakling, but such reactions were common. Many impulsively signed up for money, only to back out upon facing reality. Joining Wu Bingji in Dubai, Tang San pointed to the registration desk. 2 ways to noble status: 100 solo wins or 10 team wins. Team battles end when one side is wiped out, usually killed entirely, though technically it's when they lose all fighting ability. Wu Bingji said, "You mean we do team battles? Let's do it." Dubai waved his fist. "Get lost," Tang San snapped. "I'll come. I won't use my bloodline power, just sit and win." Dubai said, feigning grievance. Wu Bingji scoffed. "How do you say something so shameless so boldly?" Dubai grinned. "It's trust in you guys. With Guli and Orange, R5 are enough for team battles." Then to the ancestral court, "Sounds sweet. Little Tang, I think it's doable," Wu Bingji said, eyes gleaming, eager to fight. Tang San gave a wry smile. "There's still risk. The teachers probably won't agree." "You doubt your strength or ours. I've mastered the mother-son soul-chasing lethal gall," Wu Bingji said confidently. This year, his 8th tier cultivation and ice element mastery had soared, boosting his confidence. Tang San said, "Let's discuss it back at the academy. We need the teacher's approval." He leaned toward team battles to save time. Except for Dubai's Heavenly Fox transformation, which couldn't be exposed, the others' abilities were less risky. Voluntary participants, unaffiliated with the Colosseum, could wear masks to hide their identities. "Go." Dubai waved grandly, leading the way despite being the one planning to sit and win. Back at Salvation Academy, Tang San went to Zhang Haoshuan, while Wu Bingji sought his teacher, Guan Longjong. Colosseum participation required teacher approval. "Are you sure?" Zhang Haoshuan asked Tang San. "If I don't reveal my various abilities, I'm 60% confident. Selectively revealing, over 90%. Fully revealing, 99%. Ensuring everyone's safe return, 100%, Tang San said. The Colosseum banned God-level fighters, per ancestral court rules. Below God level, Tang San's foundation feared little. Zhang Haoshuan nodded. "This is big. You're all vital to the academy and organization. I oversee the academy, but I don't decide alone. You'll need to convince the other teachers." Tang San said, "I have an idea, see if it works." He whispered to Zhang Haoshuan. Zhang Haoshuan's expression turned vivid, then odd. "I think it's feasible. Do it, good luck." Tang San smiled. As they entered, Guan Longjong waited, his face dark as a storm. Seeing Tang San, Guan's face darkened further. "Tang San, are you insane?" "Old Guan, calm down," Zhang Haoshuan said quickly. "Calm. How? Your precious disciple wants to take our core students to their deaths." Guan Longjong, barely restraining his fury, snapped. Wu Bingji peeked out, looking disheveled, clearly scolded harshly. Indeed, when he mentioned their plan, Guan had torn into him. "He doesn't know what the Colosseum is, and you don't either." Guan pointed at Zhang Haoshuan, furious. "That place is filthy, bloody, and deadly. They'd never let inferior races become nobles. Team battles are fight to the death. You want to ruin years of progress. Your disciple, always absent, pulls this stunt. If he wants to die, let him go alone, don't drag the academy down. Enough." Zhang Haoshuan snapped. "Calm down and listen." Guan's loud voice drew other teachers and students. "Old Guan, relax. What's wrong?" Mu Enqing stepped in to mediate. Guan explained, lips trembling. "What? Are they crazy?" Mu Enqing was shocked. "Can you listen?" Zhang Haoshuan's face hardened, his mayor's authority flaring. Siru strolled out, watching with a smirk, ready for a show. "You talk. Did you put them up to this?" Guan demanded, still furious. Zhang Haoshuan spoke calmly. "The kids came up with it. I think it's not impossible. Noble status matters. You know how much easier it makes things for humans. Paths to nobility are limited. The Colosseum's the most direct. If they're strong enough, it's possible, right?" "Possible. You're sending them to die." Guan roared. "Why so impulsive today? Hear me out," Zhang Haoshuan said, pausing. "They want team battles. I opposed it. Too dangerous, as you said, especially for our core disciples. But Tang San said if they prove their strength, I should let them compete. They believe they can handle the Colosseum's team battles." "How did they prove it?" Mu Enqing asked curiously. Chapter 279, Challenging the Teachers. Zhang Haoshuan turned to Tang San, who stepped forward reluctantly. "The 5 of us, with senior brother Dubai not fighting directly, will challenge teacher Guan and the 2 teacher Mus. You're all strong. If we win, doesn't that prove we're qualified to compete?" Guan Longjong laughed in anger. "You want to challenge us?" Tang San nodded. It was 4 against 3, but the teachers were formidable. Guan Longjong had recently reached 9th tier, Mu Enqing was 8th tier peak, and Yu Yunyu was mid-8th tier. Though not on par with Siru or Zhang Haoshuan, they were seasoned experts. "You kids haven't been beaten by reality yet." "Fine, challenge accepted," Guan Longjong agreed without hesitation. He didn't notice Zhang Haoshuan's playful smile. In Guan's eyes, the students' strengths were clear. Wu Bingji, the strongest, was 8th tier, impressive but recently advanced, lacking the depth of veteran teachers. Chang Zicheng and Guli had grown, but Guli was only 6th tier, and Chang Zicheng 7th tier. Their demon god transformations were strong, but the tier gap was significant. Tang San, still 7th tier, hadn't reached 8th. Guan believed he could handle them alone, let alone with Niu Enqing and Niu Yunyu. How could they stand a chance? Teacher, can we discuss tactics first? Tang San asked with a smile. Go ahead, Guan Longzhong said, his anger unquelled. He turned to Zhang Haoshuan, muttering. From Guan's furious glances, Tang San knew he was being criticized. To Wu Bingji, Tang San said, Big brother, please fetch senior sister Orange and senior brother Guli. Explain and get their consent. Wu Bingji grinned. They'll agree. We've all felt stifled, with no real combat lately. Everyone's progressed but lacks a stage. This challenge is perfect. If you're confident, so are we. Tang San nodded with a smile. Wu Bingji hurried off. Dubai said glumly, really not letting me fight. Tang San chuckled. You're not out, you just won't fight. Can't your luck boost work off field? Can't you cast it before battle? Right. Dubai's eyes lit up, excited. What about the Colosseum? If I don't fight, I won't get noble status. Tang San said, you'll fight then. I'll tell you how to contribute. Settled. You're the best. Dubai opened his arms for a hug, only to be pushed away. Soon, Wu Bingji returned with Guli and Cheng Zicheng, who were already on their way back. Seeing their excitement, Tang San knew no persuasion was needed. How do we fight? Cheng Zicheng asked eagerly. Tang San said, 4 against 3 teachers, our odds are good. Big brother, you know teacher Guan best. Can you hold him off? Wu Bingji nodded. Should be fine short term, but he's 9th tier, his bloodline power outstrips mine. Tang San said, don't need long. We'll support you. Senior brother Guli, handle teacher Niu Enqing. With your chaotic cloak hammer and time transformation, can you hold him for 15 seconds? Guli said confidently, I've mastered 36 chaotic cloak hammers. My time transformation isn't just freezing time, it can accelerate it. Think I'm confident. Hey, I'll surprise him. Tang San turned to Cheng Zicheng. Senior sister, control the air. I'll attack head on defeat teacher Niu Yunyu in 10 seconds, then aid Guli, then big brother. Got it, Cheng Zicheng said with a grin. Seeing their high spirits, Tang San couldn't help but smile. He stepped forward to Guan Longzhong. Teacher Guan, we're ready. Anytime. HMPH. Guan glared, then glanced at the composed Zhang Haoshuan. Let's do it. In the Salvation Academy courtyard, both sides faced off. Tang San led his 4, against Guan Longzhong, Niu Enqing, and Niu Yunyu. Above Dubai, a white heavenly fox phantom swayed with 2 tails. 4 gazes fell on Tang San's team, and Dubai stepped aside, grinning, casting his luck boost. Guan Longzhong glanced at Dubai but said nothing, maintaining his dignity as a teacher. All academy students watched, especially newcomers, curious. Students challenging teachers. Were the seniors that strong? Niu Enqing, beside Zhang Haoshuan, whispered, what do you think of this fight? No chance, Zhang Haoshuan sighed. Siru blinked. Who's got no chance? Zhang Haoshuan smiled. Whoever gets beaten, that's who. So confident. Siru asked, surprised. Zhang Haoshuan smiled silently, thinking, if Tang San went all out, unmasking his abilities, he alone could. This was why he didn't oppose Tang San's Colosseum plan. He'd seen too many miracles from him and knew his true strength. In mental power, Tang San likely surpassed 9th tier peak experts. Siru chuckled, wishing he weren't god level so he could test them himself. Ready, Zhang Haoshuan shouted, the perfect referee. With him and Siru present, no one worried about accidents. Both sides unleashed their demon god transformations. Cyan light swirled around Tang San, his form unchanged. White light enveloped Wu Bingji, ice mist rising, his eyes ice blue, floating as if lifted by the mist, ice spirit transformation. Cheng Zicheng let out a clear cry, golden wings unfurling, eyes glinting gold, exuding sharpness, golden tongue transformation. Guli's form shifted most, growing burly, covered in thick scales, a long tail extending, the surrounding space warping, illusory, time transformation. The 3 teachers opposite activated their own demon god transformations. Chapter 280, Water Spirit, Power Ape, and Blue Luan transformations. Guan Longzhong stood at the forefront, his form suddenly imbued with a fluid grace. Faint blue light swirled around him, as if everything nearby pulsed with life. The blue glow rippled like a living thing, rising and falling. Water Spirit transformation, mastery of water elements. This transformation made him Wu Bingji's teacher, as ice and water shared a source. The 9th tier pressure hit like deep sea currents, suffocating. Behind him, Niu Enqing's body surged, growing towering and robust, over 4 meters tall, muscles bulging with explosive power, a familiar bloodline to Tang San. Power Ape transformation, from the mighty god ape bloodline. Beside him, Niu Yunyu's form became ethereal, weightless. Soft light shimmered, erupting into vibrant blue-green radiance. Her wings unfurled behind her, Blue Luan transformation. Among the teachers, Niu Yunyu's Blue Luan transformation neared the peak of 2nd tier bloodlines. Its commonality slowed her later progress. The teacher's combined aura was overwhelming, a 9th tier and 2 8th tiers, dwarfing Tang San's team's presence. To Salvation Academy students, the scene was astonishing. The 4 seniors, under such pressure, held their ground against the teacher's demon god transformations, a feat that left them in awe. What level were these seniors at to face teachers like this? Wu Bingji's ice blue light solidified. He raised his right hand, pointing at Guan Longzhong. As a student, he struck first, a sign of respect. A sharp ice needle shot toward Guan Longzhong, larger than those from his early training. Guan snorted, waving his right hand. A water pillar surged toward the 4. Guli roared, charging the pillar. Cheng Zicheng's wings flapped, golden light blazing as she took to the air. Tang San stepped forward, ignoring the pillar. Wind blades erupted from him like a geyser, scattering in all directions. With a faint PFFT, the ice needle pierced the water pillar instantly. To Guan's shock, the pillar didn't slow the needle, it accelerated, reaching him in a flash. More shocking, as he formed a water shield, the needle exploded into fine ice threads, piercing the shield. As a veteran, Guan stayed calm. His shield swirled into a vortex to shred the threads. But they melted, releasing intense cold, thickening and freezing the shield instantly. Such control. Guan's shock deepened. Sensing danger, a water pillar surged from below, pushing him diagonally back. His frozen shield shattered, scattering ice shards. The initial water pillar dissipated, uncontrolled. Guli, as if anticipating this, charged forward unhindered, spinning, his tail hammer smashing toward Niu Enqing. Niu Enqing punched, the air exploding with force. But time froze around him for a split second, stalling his punch, weakening its power before it met Guli's hammer. The hammer swung back, Guli spinning, his second strike speeding up several times, time acceleration. Speed and mass fueled attack power. The sudden increase caught Niu Enqing off guard, forcing him to block with his arm. Their clash erupted. In the air, Cheng Zicheng spun like a golden top, her golden wing cloak slash descending on Niu Yunyu. Dozens of wind blades swept toward Niu Yunyu, who flapped her wings, emitting a peculiar sensation. A clear, melodious bird cry rang out, enchanting. The sound soothed, as if the world's most beautiful melody, slowing Tang San's team's movements, control. Tang San reacted instantly, his eyes flashing. The wind blades targeting Mu Yunyu exploded, emitting piercing shrieks that drowned her song. The blue Luan, famed for its exquisite voice, was a sub-phoenix. Legend said rebirth in flames could make it a true phoenix. Beyond its potent blue-green flames, its song could sway and disrupt minds. Tang San's shrieking blades blocked her briefly, but it was enough. The golden wing cloak slash struck. Mu Yunyu soared, her wings bursting with dazzling blue-green flames, meeting the golden wing slash. But the golden wings sliced through her flames, descending, though singed. Mu Yunyu's flames erupted outward, her body flickered, vanishing. The flames formed 4 identical Mu Yunis. Chang Zicheng, familiar with her teacher's abilities, spun in place, golden blades slashing at the figures. Tang San's wind blades joined, attacking from within and without. Mu Yunyu's flames exploded again, soaring, burning the wind and golden blades. They reformed her in the air. Chang Zicheng touched down, then launched upward, her golden wing cloak slash striking again. Mu Yunyu's gaze sharpened. The student's pressure exceeded her expectations, especially Chang Zicheng's ferocious attacks, hard to counter. She knew Chang Zicheng had reached 7th tier, but hadn't expected her golden punk transformation's attack power to be so formidable. A melodious cry burst from Mu Yunyu, blue-green ripples spreading from her head, tail feathers emerging. The blue Luan's cry unleashed fully, aiming to control not just Chang Zicheng but the entire field. Yet, the cry stopped abruptly. In Mu Yunyu's vision, 2 purple gold beams appeared.